Ooh, you just went blue. Hey, we are live.
Hey, I am so behind on the time. Let me get my Facebook up. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, honey.
While V's getting her Facebook up, and I'm going to get mine up too. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Shenanigans with V and Mitchell. It is Thursday, February the 6th, 2020. We've got a full moon on Sunday. We've got Mercury retrograde coming up on the 17th of February. We're already in the shadow of it because people were posting how the caucus, all the devices weren't working. And they're like, we're in the shadow. We're in the shadow.
We in for the long haul, people. We is in for the long haul.
Yes. All right. So I am opening up. Oh, there we are. Woohoo. All right. So V, what's been going on?
Nothing much. My fiance and I started a little live. I should say not a little live, a big live. Called Tea and Tunes. We are really in this space of partnership, not just a relationship, but what can we build together?
Nice.
So we built this platform of Tea and Tunes. He curates the music for the evening because he's a DJ, and that's his love. And then I just kind of spill tea. I usually start with a card, and that kind of gives us the jump-off point of what to talk about for the evening. And we just get to conversation. So it's a really good way just to spend some quality time with him, but to put our two loves together and create this other thing. Because, we're not in the business of having any children. So all of our projects will be our babies.
There you go. I love it. Well, hello, Aaron. Hello, Norm. Hello, Bon. Hello, Wilma.
Hey.
Who else we got going on out there?
Wilma said she's on her real life shenanigans.
Who what?
Wilma said she turned down her real life shenanigans.
Oh yeah, Iowa. What a mess. Well, at least it ain't Florida. Wait till it gets to Florida. We'll fuck it up somehow.
There you go.
Oh. So, just a lot of cool stuff. You and I kind of briefly chatted the other day. I was like texting you, like, girl, are you feeling this?
Yes.
And, I have a full-time career in fitness and I do this work part-time. So I typically see clients on Tuesday night, Thursday nights. I have 2 slots available and Saturday mornings. And, and I make a decent part-time living. It's what I always say, what I make part-time is what someone, might make full-time, at kind of a minimum to a little high-wage job, because of the nature of what I do, the price point that what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden the other day, I was like, I had someone on Insta asking me, do you have anything available before this weekend? Somebody on Facebook and someone texted me, I was a client with you, 2 months ago, and like someone just booked, and it was like, I literally was within a 60-minute time frame, I was working and booking and setting up, like 5 to 6 people. And, my time is limited, but this is also me, opening myself up, because one of my fears is that I'll get too busy. And Heather Lee called me out on it. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's not that I'm afraid I'm going to be too busy and too big. It's like I'm going to lose myself because I already have a full-time career. I have a husband.
It's a real thing.
I put boundaries up, and so the point of it is like wow. But I said, you know what? These are people, there are some of them, and I always trust Spirit, because when someone calls me in a panic, I'm like, okay, you need to go to my website and book this, because I don't do red fire readings. Red light, yes. Red fire, no. Because I just, emergency readings are usually, they're not going to hear me, what I have to say.
They already have a program.
And I always say, I got a cup of water I can offer you. I don't have, 10 firemen with hoses, because you got an inferno. And what I can offer you is not going to put your fire out.
Exactly.
So, but I was trusted Spirit, and I said to one, hey, how about, Sunday morning at 9 a.m.? I'll finish my walk. I can do a quick 30-minute session. Somebody else said, you got anything open? And I'm like, okay, I can do, this time Sunday afternoon. So I put a third client on Tuesday night, which I normally don't. And it worked out very well.
Good.
So it was just one of those things where I was like, all right, this is what, and the other thing is I'm coming at it from a place of, I feel I'm on this planet to help people grow, to
Come on,
to
yes.
educate, to enlighten, and to evolve. And as I help others do that, because of all I've been through, all I've studied, it's coming back, and I'm growing and I'm learning and evolving myself, and my path is there. As what is the old saying? When you're reaching down to help someone up the mountain, you're also reaching up because someone's helping you up. So it's this beautiful thing. And so I've really embraced that, and I think that's been part of it too. And the other thing, Fabian and I, for 7-8 months, had this beautiful trip planned. We were going on this fantastic cruise. And the closer it got, like a week and a half ago, Fabian's like, "Are you sure we should go?" And finally he came home from the market, and I was like, "You're right. We need to nix this." We were flying into Hong Kong. And we were going to get on a boat and go to Shanghai and Beijing. And finally, 7 months of planning, months of figuring out what excursions, trying to get our visas, which was a crazy thing. And we never got the visa because I was waiting on one final document from the hotel we were staying at, which they just didn't automatically give it to me. And now I think I know why, because they didn't know if they could give it to me. Because it was March 10th was where we're going. So on a Sunday morning, I called Holland America and I said, "Hey, we're not going to go on that cruise to China, but can we go on this one?" And it's almost the exact same dates. We fly to San Diego on the 10th, which is when we were going to fly to Hong Kong, but we would land 3 days later. And we get on a boat in San Diego. We go down Mexico, Guatemala, I think Nicaragua, Costa Rica, through the Panama Canal, Aruba, Curacao. We end up back in Fort Lauderdale, and then we're going to rent a car and drive 3 hours home. So
let me tell you,
we got 2 extra days on a boat, and we got about several $1,000s back because the Hong Kong trip was a little more expensive because the flight to San Diego is only $89 one way.
Nice.
But I got to tell you, people, and some of y'all are going to go, "Mitch, you should have called me first." But Frontier, when they have an $89 one-way flight, I need you to know that they're going to charge you $55 to put a bag under the plane and $55 to carry the bag on the plane. So it's not as cheap as you thought. But it's still a great price. So within 60 minutes, what we had planned for 7-8 months was just completely wiped out. But what we've got going on is still going to be beautiful, and we both really, really need it and deserve it.
Well, that's the good thing, is that you guys didn't stay stuck in that pattern, because then you'd be stuck and then upset that it didn't work out. But you're just like, you know what? Let's make a better plan, and it'll most likely be 10 times better, less stress, a lot of stuff, because you were like, all right, you know what? I got to take my hands off of it, do something different, and embrace it.
And the weirdest thing is, from the moment we talked about it, neither one of us ever really wanted to go to China, Tokyo, any of the Asian countries. We're not drawn to those Asian countries. But when we saw this trip, we were like, "This is a good price. This is a good deal. Let's do it." But I always felt a little hesitant. And when we tried to book the excursion, it was weird. And then with the visa. And finally, I was like, I know I gave in my energy to go. But then I kept thinking what I was feeling was that it ultimately wasn't going to happen. I think intuitively I flat out knew. I never felt unsafe, like it was going to be a plane crash, kind of like that kind of doom and gloom. But I remember thinking, I think I knew this was never going to happen, because it was like hitting a brick wall. Yeah. Yeah. So it was very interesting.
Yep. So this trip sounds amazing.
So if you've never been on Holland America, the average age is 70 years old. So.
Okay.
We're in bed at 9 o'clock with them, and we're up at 6 a.m. and we're out the door.
I bought my ticket for Reader Studio last night.
Yay!
Sweet deal. It was like $126.
Nice. But V, why are you going to Reader Studio? What is something special going on?
Oh, haven't you heard? I am taking main stage. V is on main stage this year. Yes.
Woohoo!
So I get to get up there and gab for 2.5 hours about what I love, and hopefully it translates well to everyone in the audience.
Oh, you know it's gonna.
I can hope.
You've always got the
So
hula hoop if it doesn't.
hey, I will bring my breakdown hula hoop. Like, you know what, this isn't working. I'll just hula hoop for the rest of this presentation.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So, hey, everybody who said hello while I was running my mouth.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Oh, I love it. Wim was like, I'm on a boat.
I love it.
Oh, hey, Eric. Hey, Barrett. V. Okay, so Barrett, you said you're going to go 2021.
Barrett. Looking forward to seeing you in 2021 because I will be there.
So something else I don't think we've talked about because we haven't had it, but is there another place you and I are going to be presenting together?
Yes, I forgot. StarCon 2021, January, kicking off the new year with presentations from both Mitchell and I at StarCon, brand new conference in Palm Beach, Florida.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm so excited that we get to be, first year headliners, first year presenters.
Yep.
Which is going to be awesome stuff.
So last year, Reader Studio. Oh, is her name Zuri? Zuri, is that her name? Zuri.
Yep.
Zuri comes up and she introduces herself, and we knew each other from online. She's like, I have a very good friend of yours, and we're texting, and she's like, it's Christiana Gaudet, and she starts telling me about her plan, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because they had TerraCon in Florida one year, then the next year it was washed out by hurricane, then the third year they tried it, but it didn't happen. So Christiana Gaudet, who is an amazing teacher, people, and she does the Global Tarot Circle online. But she finally decided to organize it. So I've been sitting on that info since last April, and I've been helping input. I think I'm kind of on the board, but so excited about this because it's close. I can drive down, and she's got Benabel Wynn. Who else did I see? Mary
Greer.
Mary Kay Greer.
Yep, Beverly Frable.
Beverly? Yep.
Yep, boo gonna be there.
Somebody's coming over from Europe too. I can't remember who that was. And did someone post Starcon double A R Barrett? So STAARCON.com. I'm looking up who else was there.
Jenna Matlin's going to be there.
Jenna, yes. Have Tara Will Travel and Tara Will
Amy Mouser. I think her name is Amy Mouser.
I'm looking it up right now. Chiro's going to be there talking about tarot artistry.
Yes.
So, yes, tarot, Mary Kay Greer, Christiana Gaudet, Mary Ellen Collins.
Yes.
Amy Mouser.
It is Amy, okay.
Kim Danbert, who's over in Coco. Jamie Elford.
Yes, I just saw her. Yes. Jamie will be there.
Benabel Wynn, Beverly Frable, V. Oh, this is who it was. Tony Pooley, the Kipper Queen.
Yes, the Kipper Queen. I love it.
And then Maria Luisa Salazar is going to do a bilingual conference. And then Jenna Matlin. Yes, so you guys, someone type that in. Yes, Benabel Wynn will be there. She was like, Thank you, Barrett. So StarCon with 2A's.com. And also on Facebook, you can get on the group there because there'll be lots of announcements going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Samaj, Benabel Wynn will be there. She was one of the big hooks in the beginning. Hey, Kaylin. Hey, Apollo.
Let me scroll back up. Someone said, will we ever be able... are you guys coming to Australia at all? Bond. I am putting it into the universe. I will make it to Australia. I will teach something in Australia. Australia is a place that I've always wanted to go ever since a little girl. Australia and Ireland, but definitely Australia. I don't know when. I don't know how, but none of that matters. I am manifesting getting to Australia. So,
me too.
Yes.
So somebody in Australia who's got a conference, you need to book Mitchell and V together.
And we will make it work.
We will make it work.
It happen.
Even if we only have one spot, we'll team teach it. But if you got two spots, we'll take it.
That's it right there.
Oh, too funny. So, oh my goodness. So anyway, so what else is going on with you? Anything else?
I just wanted to add a small piece if I can plug. So coming back to the live that my fiance and I have been doing called Tea and Tunes, I've also been doing readings for a fundraiser. He
Ooh.
is raising money because he mentors and he teaches DJing skills to kids in after school programs. He does workshops about entrepreneur skills, how to mix music, ear training, the whole shebang. So we're raising money to get more equipment, just to have more equipment, to have more stations in the schools and whatnot. So I've been doing T4 tunes, and it's $5 a card. You pick how many ever cards you want, and then you just donate to the GoFundMe. You send me the receipt, and I contact you, and I will give you a reading on whatever topic that you want.
Oh, cool. I
So
love it.
I will put the link in here for that if you guys are interested for T for Tunes.
Cool.
So
I randomly discovered, like on Facebook, when you put a post, now it's like, do you want to make this a donation thing? And I did
yes.
it. I did it for one of my main places, and I've done the best research I can, and like I even Googled just the other day, and like one of the top nonprofits to donate to, but the Sato Project, which is a company that flies down to Puerto Rico, loads up hundreds of dogs onto a plane, and flies them back to New York and finds home for them. Because because in it's from when the hurricane went through now to the earthquake, but it's the Sato SATO project.org, the Sato project.org. And it's who I, when things like that happen, it's who I quietly give my money to. But I'm pretty sure my Sunday night animal communication, I'm going to be plugging that a little bit more, because, when I watch the videos, it's amazing. In Puerto Rico, there's a place called, I think it's called Dead Dog Beach. But it's a place where they live, and they it's like just random dogs running around. But I hear also in the forest, they live like raccoons and like armadillo and things like that, because it's just that I don't know if it's the culture and how they feel about dogs, because I know that in some cultures, especially like in Central America, dogs don't live in the house. They're just not domesticated. They're outdoor animals. Yeah. They don't do what we do in America. So it's really cool to watch, because they literally they'll load up 100 dogs and fly them back.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So it's a cool one. Yes, Dawn, it is. It is a great cause. From everything, and like I said, I always do my research to find out. So if anybody ever finds anything different on them, please let me know. But I researched as much as I could on that. But V, are you ready to kind of?
I am. I'm ready to get down. I've been in this mode of reading. I love it. Like, I've just been so excited about reading and teaching. Like 2020 has really turned a corner for me, and I'm just so excited about having cards in my hand and helping as many people as possible. Neat. Like, really earning that name, Tarot BFF.
I love it.
So what are you reading with tonight?
I am reading with This Might Hurt Tarot deck. I love this deck. The back of the card, beautiful.
Beautiful.
And you can see the images, got a kind of a Rider-Waite-esque feel, but just, I love how they did it. I would hug the neck of the person who did it if I ever meet him, which is Isabella Rotman.
Isabella Rotman, yes.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Brenda.
And I'm reading with
Sandy.
The Game of Thrones tarot this evening. I got a new one, guys. Game of Thrones. I was telling Mitchell I'm slightly miffed because a friend of mine has it and it feels like fabric, the cards. So I'm like, oh my God, I have to have it. And I bought it and it doesn't. It just feels like regular cardstock. Oh. So I'm like, grrr. But I'm still here in it to win it with this deck.
So, all right, you guys, listen to the structure, not the rules, but listen to the structure. If you've had a reading with us maybe the last time, then hold off before you say anything. But if you've never had a reading, then get your fingers ready. What we need you to do is type M, capital E. So, and then hit enter. And then if your name's not the same, well, most everybody's name is right. So we're going to pick the first 8 that come up. And we're going to do 1 card per person per V and I reading. So type in me, M-E, meaning you're giving us permission to read you. And we'll pick the first 8 that come up. And we'll go from, okay, so Sandy, you're number 1. Sandy LeBoy. And if you don't get a reading, then what you want to do is mentally pick 1 through 8. Like I'm going to pick 7. 7 is going to be mine. Oh, okay. So Lisa Quinn. Who's after Lisa? Bon Hughes. Dun, dun, dun.
Stephanie Cleanhammer.
Karina.
And Brianne Eccles.
Karina. Okay, Stephanie.
Brianne.
And you guys, you need to realize we don't see your messages for about 40 seconds, so sometimes that's why we're slow. Brenda.
Yep.
One more after Brenda. One more. Who's it going to be? Waiting.
Bueller.
Not
Bueller.
Bueller.
I'm number 4, by the way, today.
You're going to do number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, one more after Brenda. You're welcome, Stephanie. Wait till we give you the reading before you thank us.
That's important.
You may be like, I didn't want to hear that. Yay, Karina. All right, one more. Erin, done. Erin. Okay, so Erin is the last one. I'm going to read through the numbers again. And here's how this works. If you didn't get one or you want to, just tag team onto somebody else's. So Sandy is going to be number 1, Lisa number 2, Bon number 3, Karina number 4, Stephanie 5, Brianne 6, Brenda 7, Erin 8. So be ready for those. And if you didn't get a reading, then you choose in your head. You don't have to type it in your head which number you want. And then just kind of tag team or ride the, what do they call it? Not ride the coattails. What am I trying to say?
Ooh, what now?
In other words, if you didn't get one, you're going to just kind of tag along with somebody else's. But there's another terminology I'm trying to think of. Hitchhike? No.
No. Ride the coattails?
Yeah. Something like that. Somebody's going to type it in there. I'm trying to think. It's like... it's a term like, yeah, I'm going to just ride your coattails, but that's not what it is. Anyway, so...
Piggyback. No.
Piggyback, that's it. Yes, piggyback. Yes, you piggyback on their reading. Thank you. So you piggyback on their reading. So Elizabeth Richardson, we already picked our 8. So Elizabeth Richardson, you just choose 1 through 8 in your head. And when we get to that number, just piggyback on that person's reading. Thank you, Erin. Ride the wave, piggyback, absolutely. Oh, the strength card just flew out. I love it. So, all right. So, Sandy, we're going to come to you first. So, whoever chose number 1, along with Sandy, this is for you. B, you want to go first or second today?
I'll go first today.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, who's first? What's the name? I'm sorry.
Sandy LeBoy.
Sandy LeBoy. Hi, Sandy. All right, Sandy. So, the message for you. The Knight of Swords. All right. So Knight of Swords here talks about movement of communication. It is time for you to speak up and speak out. Okay. You've been holding your tongue for too long. It's really time to put some air behind your communication. Start moving it. It might go 0 to 100 real quick because you've been sitting on a lot of things for a long time. So allow yourself to let some steam out of the pot so you can communicate what you want, and it won't be so rawr when it comes out if you just practice that, saying a little bit at a time. Okay?
All right. And from me, woohoo, 7 of Cups. And I love, this goes along with the same thing. You see how she's like transfixed by the cups up there? It's like, I don't know what to do. Don't be frozen. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Don't be frozen. Don't be frozen by the stuff that you've got going on, by all the things you do need to speak. Pick one, bring it down, speak it, let it out, put it away, pick another one. So chunk. I love the chunk it down. That's what I learned in hypnotherapy. Chunk down what you need to do, prioritize, pick the hardest one first and work your way down to the easy things. But definitely get things started so it does not blow up in your face, because I think that could be a real problem for you. And you guys, when we do a reading for you, let us know if it resonates. And if you chose number 1 along with Sandy, let us know if it made sense to you as well. We'd love to see that, because that's going to put power behind this work that we do. Cool. So thank you, Sandy. Thanks for letting us read for you. All right, so we've got Lisa Quinn next.
All right, Lisa, this one's for you. All right, Lisa, we have the 10 of coins in reverse. All right, so reverse cards for me, you guys have been hanging on for a while. They are internal energies for me, okay? So this 10 of coins is saying, right now it feels as though you're in this space of being secure. You have this element of safety happening. There's abundance, there's fulfillment in your well-being, in your spirituality, in your pocket. You're just feeling really good about what's going on internally. Okay. Tens also move into this space of moving into the one. So it's also saying don't get too comfortable. You got to this place where you're like, whoo, I can take a break. Take a break for a second, but know that there's more work to be done. So start looking at how you're going to improve on what you've already created for yourself. Okay? So,
cool. All right, hey Eloy, and from me, 3 of cups. It's a cup night. I love it.
Nice.
So also, to piggyback on her reading, while you're going through all of this, make sure you're having some fun. And I'm hearing from Spirit, be conscious of who you confide in with things that are going on. Make sure it's those that you can trust. You don't want just the yes men and women, but you want people who are going to be, understanding, offer good advice, or at least just be supportive and hold space. So your good girlfriends and boyfriends, the good people, that you can trust and kind of have fun with. And we forgot to talk about having fun spiritually tonight. This just reminded me of that. So we'll do that real quick. So yeah, so for Lisa, find those people that you can share and confide in, but be conscious of those that are just going to be negative Nancy's, naysayers that just kind of block and waste your time. So that was reading number 2, if you chose 2 along with Lisa. So yeah, V, do you want to just real quick touch on that, or you want to say that for the end?
Let's save it for the end. We might actually have time to get into it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to just talk about spirituality and having fun.
Yes.
All right, so Lisa, that was for you. Number 2, Lisa said, "Oh hell yes, learning from Mitchell, learn that from Mitchell." Having fun. So all right, we're going to Bon. Bon, I'm assuming might be short for Bonnie, or something else. I don't know, but Bon Hughes, this is for you. So let us know if you're still out there.
It fell out.
Oh,
the 9 of Cups. That is a card you want to fall out of the deck. Okay, upright at that. So this 9 of Cups here is talking about abundance, the wish come true card, okay? It's about having the very thing that you wanted is starting to come to fruition. All of your manifestations are starting to come together. They're starting to actualize, and you can actually touch them. And I feel like emotionally, you are in the space of woosah. Like, I am finally okay, And if you can see, my man here is Charlie, whatever, from Game of Thrones, he's very content with where he is. So there's also this feeling of contentment with where you are now. Hang on to it. You deserve it and you've earned it. Okay?
So I just saw somebody join on, Savan Chappelle. I think I'm saying your name right. Hello. You have been somebody I have watched online for a long time. So hello to you. I've not seen you in my feed for a long time. So hello. A beautiful, beautiful soul, an amazing angel worker, and intuitive and psychic and medium. So, as far as talking about Bond, continuing with you. So 3 of Pentacles. I love it. And again, we're back to some of that. Be conscious of who you allow close to you for that critical nature of the work that you're doing, Bond. But this is keep your nose to the grindstone. Stay focused on your work. Don't be distracted by, the onlookers, the naysayers, the people walking by. Just stay focused. And I really love this imagery of, kind of chipping away and the other 2 people, looking around, because they're actually helping in this one, where a lot of times they're not helping, they're just criticizing. So I feel like there might be some actual help. And Spirit is so drawing me to the Pentacles in this one. Allow what you're putting your physical stuff, your money, your resources, your finance, your time, allow that to shine. Allow it to shine. And that also includes your body. So, this may be a time where you put on some really nice clothes or clothes that make you feel good or that are, powerful and pop, and just enjoy that. So if you are, if you're working from home and you're in sweatpants and a t-shirt all day, I think you need to put on the heels, whatever you feel most beautiful in, and get out there. Yeah. So cool. So that was number 3.
I live with my lip gloss and mascara. If I don't put anything on my face, lip gloss and mascara is a winner chicken dinner, okay?
I love it.
Number 3.
So that was number 3 for Bon. Thank you. And then we're going to number 4, which V was for you, but also for Karina.
All right, number 4. Let's see. What message do we need? What's coming up? The Knight of Swords in reverse this time.
I drew one card for the evening, and it was Knight of Swords.
Really?
Before I got online, I said, "What's the night going to be like?"
So it's coming back around. This is the first pull upright. So now we have it in reverse. So with this Knight of Swords in reverse, it is talking about going over the things that we're wanting to project externally. Okay, going over and thinking about, are we communicating in a way that people are understanding? Do we need to change our communication? We may be saying the same things over and over again to the same people. Maybe they aren't receiving the message. We aren't giving it to them in a way that they can receive it. It's kind of like a love language. Figure out who you're talking to, how they receive messages, and translate it so they can. Okay? So, internal messages, figuring out how to get them out of you so that things can start to move. Right? Check your language. Check your translation.
And I know that is really sitting well with Karina right now because I know. So Karina from me, oh my gosh, 6 of Swords. This is literally moving on to something better. This is about movement. We've talked about this recently. This is a little person in a boat, but I love this card because you see the snake trailing behind. That speaks louder than most of you know what I'm saying. So the snake's gonna follow you. So it's okay. You're not going to go that route alone. You're going to have the companion with you. It's going to be there. But this is really kind of cool because this is moving on. And I love how it's like bright, brilliant, beautiful, sunny, the direction you're heading. Notice the waves behind you are rough, rough, rough. The water ahead of you is smooth, smooth, smooth. So that is the direction you're heading. So yes, Karina, OMG, yes, I know. We know. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful read. And I have to acknowledge Lisa said to V, this is the first time seeing you, and she loves your energy. So
hey, Lisa, thank you.
I'm glad you see in her what I see in her too.
Aww. All right.
So that was Karina, and that was for you, V.
It was for me.
So Stephanie, number 5.
Number 5, Stephanie.
Chicken dinner.
Alright. So for number 5, we have the 5 of coins. Alright, so 5s are about struggles, 5s are about change, a little tension there. So when we talk about the 5 of coins, this is saying, don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Being independent is one thing, but, purposely putting so much on your shoulder to take care of help is all around you. It's just, it can beat you down, So this is saying, look around and see where you can get help. Ask for what you need. Sure, you can take it all on by yourself, but you don't have to, okay? So open up that door and just speak your mind. Don't worry about pride. Put pride aside. That's usually the one thing I don't want people to think that you made me. I don't want to think that you helped me and I got to help you. Don't worry about all that. If you need something, ask for it. Okay?
And V, keep that card up. So you guys, if you know Game of Thrones, that's Arya. That's when she was blind. And what I want to say for Stephanie, this is also a time for you in a vulnerable state to learn some powerful lessons, especially lessons that probably your ego was getting in the way of. So it's a really beautiful, that's what's so beautiful about cards like that, because there's a whole story behind that image right there. So thanks for holding that up, V. And then from me, Stephanie, Oh, the Hierophant. I love these two down here because they're like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's literally like, there's almost like, it's like they're afraid to say what they really want to say because it would be considered blasphemous and they would probably be beheaded. So this is the Hierophant. This is about, the dogma, the organized religion, the government. This is about, it's number 5. So this is about change and shifting and moving. But I really feel like these two characters at the bottom are what this is about for you. And this is, now is the time to break free from what's been holding you back, like the belief, social stigma, anything that might be like oppressive things, feeling, places, institutions. I really feel like it's time for you to move away from that energy because I don't think it's serving you anymore. So don't be afraid to just get up and walk away. You don't even need to tell them why. Just get up and walk away. So there you go, Stephanie. That was for number 5, if you chose number 5 as well. Oh my gosh, hey, Tim Hamilton! Good to see you, brother. We missed you the other day. So V shuffles so fast. Yes, she does. I'm a rifler, and V's a, what do you call that?
I sound like an automatic shuffler. I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I rifle like the old-fashioned grandma. That's who taught me. It was my grandmother. So Brienne, we are coming to you. Brienne, you are next.
I know Brienne. Hi, Bri.
And anybody who chose number 6, this is for you. And remember, if you're just joining us and you don't know what's going on, you can choose 6, 7, or 8 because those are the last 3 numbers. And when we get to 6, 7, or 8, whichever number you choose, just piggyback onto that person's reading for yourself. So Stephanie, you are welcome.
All right. So as I was shuffling, card fell out of the deck. Okay. So for Bree, 2 of Cups.
Fabri?
All right. This is for Bree, yeah.
Fabrice?
So 2 of Cups here. You know what? All done. So with this 2 of Cups, we're talking about partnership, okay? Talking about working together, having this very reciprocal and balanced complementary energy, okay? If this is someone, you need to call me on the low and let me know. But the thing is that you are in the space of being open to partnership, wanting partnership. The biggest thing is making sure that you are a partner for yourself first. Pour into you the way that you would pour into other people. Okay? So this 2 of Cups is working together. Okay? So work with yourself first so you can get that external working with everybody. You pour out a lot of energy. We talk all the time. You pour out a lot of energy. Make sure that your cup is getting filled as well. Okay?
All right. And from me, the High Priestess. I love it. And ultimately, Spirit is just saying, really trust your own intuition. Remember and remind yourself you are smart. You are brilliant. You probably have a high IQ and people would not believe it. And because of how silly I was at the beginning of your reading, literally that made me realize how much fun you are as well. I feel like you appreciate humor and jokes and puns. But again, that doesn't mean you're not smart. It means you really have an intellectual mind. And then trust that accompanied with your own intuition. And I love this image where she's kind of sitting on the moon with the book floating in her hand. She's got magic. You've got magic. You've got magic in your hands. You've got magic in your hands.
Tell it one more time, please. You got magic in your hands, honey.
In your hands.
All the time.
Use it.
There you go.
That was number 6. So we've got number 7 for Brenda. Brenda, are you out there? And this is also from me. I chose number 7.
Number 7. Let's see. All right, number 7.
Hey, Renee.
7. And we have the Queen of Spears. So Queen of Spears is the Queen of Wands in this deck. We have Khaleesi sitting here, nice, tall, and proud. So with this Queen of Wands, it's saying, be receptive with your energy. Turn it up. Be dynamic. Be powerful. Sit in your throne, so to speak. This is also my card of using the ability that you have to plant seeds. For me, queens are about receptive energy. They wait until things come to them. They may plant a seed and leave it alone, and next thing you know, people are falling over themselves to give them what they want. And all you have to do is say yes or no. But this is about using your creativity, your energy, your drive, all of that to really manifest and bring to you the good things that you're wanting in your life. Don't turn your shine down. Turn that shit up.
Thank you, because that was for me too. All right.
Yes.
And then continuing on, ooh, 6 of Wands, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Love the imagery once again. Beautiful. I love the different genders within this deck, different skin tones. Just, I love it. It's beautiful. And this is literally 6 of Wands. So celebrate your victories. Celebrate with others. Don't be, don't go home by yourself and say, I did good today. Let others appreciate you. And if you're like me, this is probably why this is coming through. You don't often like to be, I don't mind being center of attention, but once people start praising and thanking me for the good job that I've done, stuff like that, I get embarrassed. It's just weird. Just spend some quality time with me. Don't give me words of affirmation. That's not my love language. But I've learned to accept it so I don't deny their blessing of being able to give that to me. So allow them to give you the blessing of praise and adulation. Adelaide, praise. Glory. Let them say thank you. Once again, celebrate is the key word here. So celebrate your wins, your victories. When it looks like a loss, celebrate too that you just learned something powerful. So that's for me. That was for me too.
Anything that's rejection is actually a redirection. So you want it. You won anyway.
Nice. Turn your shit up, Erin says. So Erin, we're coming at you for number 8.
Number 8.
Yay,
hey, Jane.
Brenda.
Oh, good, Brenda. Planted that seed. Wonderful. You're welcome, Bree.
Oh, all good, right. Brenda. She said she's planning a celebration of life of your newfound freedom. That is wonderful. Wonderful.
Hey.
So, Erin, thank you for telling us we're cracking you up tonight, because we're going to talk about that at the end, because this is something we were supposed to talk about, but maybe now it'll be easier to talk about. So this last card is for Erin.
Number 8, the 8 of Spears. Things are moving fast. Get your ducks in a row. Whatever it is that you've been working on and wanting to have happen, it's starting to move, and very quickly, okay? So start putting your priorities in order of how you want things to go. And as soon as you have it streamlined, like literally, it's going to take off. And all you have to do is hold on, all right? So run with it. It's supposed to happen, okay?
And as you run with it, as it's supposed to happen, realize 5 of Cups, you're going to release some stuff. It's okay. Look down at the spilled cups, the broken cups, acknowledge them, have a moment of, loss, cry a little, and then move on. Because the 5 is transition in the numerological cycle. It's halfway through. You're making the turning point. You're at the precipice and you're on your way down back to number 9, which brings you back to 1 and start over again. But the ultimate message here is, release into the emotions. And by releasing them, you're honoring them. By releasing them, you're acknowledging them and not stuffing them or denying them. But, bring them right in for some tea, to quote V, and, get to understand why they're there. What is the message they have for you? And it's so funny. I'm being drawn to what looks like, you see those two? They're like candles.
Yeah, they are. There's illumination happening in the background in those two. It's like illuminate. Pay attention to those things, trying to get your attention.
Yeah, realize even though you've spilled 3, you still have 2 with light and energy in them. So there's, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. So there you go, Erin. So thank you.
Yes.
Ooh, all righty. That was good. So it was like 888. A bunch of 8s. So
number 8, yep. Yeah.
So what we kind of were talking about halfway through is V and I were briefly texting earlier tonight before we got on, just about V, I'll let you tell them and we'll go from there.
About fun and spirituality. I've been in some groups and I've seen some things around, just people in general. spirituality and how you work with it, how you use it, how you help other people. It doesn't have to be this stiff and stodgy type of thing. Like, you can have fun with your spirituality, whatever that may look like for you. Myself personally, I'm eclectic, so I have a hodgepodge of different things that make me feel connected. But I love to have fun. If I'm having fun with it, then I'm tending to learn more, absorb more, wanting to give it out more and teach more, but some things can get so stiff and you can't do it that way and you shouldn't do it that way. I'm like, well, why not? If it's bringing joy and it's bringing light and you're feeling, whole and at peace, why not? Why do you feel as though, I'm asking Mitch, why do you feel as though there are these hard, fast rules about how religion is one thing, but even spirituality, there's rules, it seems. Why do people have to have these hard, fast rules?
Yeah, and I think it comes back to fear. When you said that, the first thing I think of is I remember one person who did Akashic Records, and she taught how to do it. And I do remember either they said or somebody else said they taught that if you don't know how to get to the Akashic Records, you can't get there. And I remember thinking, well, I kind of feel like anytime I go up to Spirit, I'm in the Akashic Records. I mean, I've stood in my mind, I've stood in this room that was, as far as I could see, glowing books, and there was a podium in the middle, and I knew anytime I walked up, a book would appear and it would open to the knowledge that I needed. And for me, I didn't have to read it, but it's like I just knew what I knew what I was there for, and I knew what I was asking. So and I think that goes back to fear, because if that is, I don't know if that was the case, but if that is the case, then she might have been afraid that if I tell people, oh, anybody can do it, that they're going to do it and not pay me to have it done, and I lose my business. And that's like, I have a book back here from a person who basically spilled all the beans about the Reiki signs and symbols, because I know there's talk about, Reiki training. Is some people charge thousands of dollars for it, and some people it's like a two or three weekends, 8 hours a pop. So to charge $3,000 is exorbitant.
Right.
But I'm also believing you can manifest what you want. But if you say there's only if there's only one way to the mountaintop, then I'm gonna run, because I don't know that. I don't think there's one way for anything, because I believe your truth is only true for you. And right now, everybody who's listening to my voice are hearing the same words, but you are putting a different definition to everything that I say.
Different, exactly.
Yeah, because we are not the same person, and we can't figure it out. But and it's interesting. The reason when you said that, I was like, oh yes. Because most of my bios and things like that, it will say Mitchell uses a humorous and compassionate approach, because I am going to be humorous. Because when I owned an improv theater, on the outside of the business, it said laughter does a heart good. What is it? The scripture.
Laughter does a heart good.
But laughter is like a good medicine for the heart. And there's so many different versions. But anyway, laughter is good medicine for the heart. But I think laughter is one of the highest vibrations. Right there with sex, right there with communion with God. I mean, I think those are the highest vibrations.
Oh my gosh. Because when you laugh, you are so much yourself. There's so much authenticity in laughter. So if something or someone or whatever can get you to that point of letting go to laugh, there is no closer you can get to yourself. And you just said it. It is letting go. Because think of how many people have really weird laughs, and they're like children. And it's because you are out of control for that brief moment. And it's like, I'm in the now. I'm here. I'm present. Like a puppy dog who's excited for food, spinning around. Oh my God, food. And also what resonated with me, I've been listening to Michael Anthony's podcast, Let's Be Honest, and he's had some really wonderful people on. And today was the Kevin Garcia, he's a gay Christian, and he talks about, coming out and living in the closet and all this stuff. And he's so funny.
And he talk. In other words, I'm serious about the work I do, but I'm not serious about myself.
Exactly.
I can be humorous and get my message across, and it's not 24/7. I'm cracking jokes and having fun, but usually I am going to enjoy what's going on. And just like tonight, we are delivering messages and we're having a good time and we're laughing and you're laughing and
Yes. Yeah, no, I firmly 100% agree. Like, I have gotten to the point where it's like I can't do anything if I don't find enjoyment in it, if I don't find fun, if I'm not able to laugh. I just don't want to weigh myself down with anything that I can't do those things in. So when it comes to my readings, like, being called to your BFF, like BFFs, you're supposed to be able to laugh. So I start off with, well, let's get to it, just to break the ice, because some people are nervous and you just want to, it's okay, but yeah, it's about letting go. Yeah. It's about trusting yourself to let go.
And I like Tracy said, dang it, I'm late. Could you please start over? Certainly. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Shenanigans.
There you go.
Welcome to me and Mitchell Shenanigans. Oh. Well, you guys, so Tamara said, what if you are the record? Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We may be. We may be. You get the message you seek from everywhere. You're the center. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I believe I'm the center of my reality.
Yeah. And everything around you is a message. Everything. So.
Yep. And it's so funny.
We got you laughing.
It's so funny, and you taught me this. I think you called it all-day divining or divining. What is it? All-day divining. So, and I've always kind of done something similar to that. But whenever you said that, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember if it was a class or a workshop or something. But I started doing the root demancy on Saturdays, and then the other day I'm walking around, I'm looking at the leaves, and I was like, I need to take pictures of these leaves because they're images and shapes, and it's like everything is communicating to us all day long, all day long. I drive to work,
be able to receive it.
Yeah, and I drive to work. I drive to work up and I'll like be passing like, Universal Studios and stuff like that. And I look up on telephone poles or lights and there's hawks. And I literally just lean forward and I say, thank you. I mean, I literally am like, thank you for the message. Yeah. Because they're like in the most odd places and they're just like, and I see them. I'm aware.
Yep. Yes.
Tracy says, I want a number 8. Tracy, you have to go back and watch. You have to go back and watch. And if you're joining us right now, go back to the beginning when we hang up and just pick a number between 1 through 8 and piggyback along their reading.
And Tracy, here's the thing: 8 was a good one.
Yeah. Oh. So, well, you guys we got a minute or two left. If you have any specific questions, not readings, but any questions about all the stuff we've talked about tonight, type it in now. But otherwise, we didn't even talk.
Go ahead.
We didn't even talk about the next time we're going to meet.
I think it's like 2 Mondays from now. My phone is occupied at the moment.
Well, I'm still, I can't do Mondays because I'm still doing dodgeball.
Maybe I was looking into the wrong month. My bad. Yeah. I was looking at my calendar and trying to figure some stuff out. So
so we will figure out. You'll see the invite on the page. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what it is. But speaking of dodgeball, my shoulder was killing me after the first night, and then the second Monday night, I just really inflamed it. But I'm doing better now. And last Monday night, we actually won a match the first time. So because we were 0, like we won nothing, but we finally won one. And it was actually a fun night because there was a couple nights where we were like, I don't know if I want to come back. This is not fun. Because you guys, dodgeball people are serious.
Oh, heck yeah.
Even though it's the gay league, they're serious about winning.
Beer league, gay league, don't matter. It's competition all the way around.
Oh, my gosh. My gosh. I was like, I thought we were going to have fun. I'm like, we need to go bowling because we can visit and socialize in between.
So, before we get off, I wanted to, good, because Brianne just brought it up. So the charity that I am working with is Bug Academy Equipment Fundraiser. I put in and I'll type it again in the, I put the GoFundMe up and you guys can read about it. But I'm doing Tea for Tunes. So it's $5 a card to just pay to the donation. You send me the receipt to my email, redlightreadings@gmail.com. $5 a card, you name your reading. and give me a topic, and I will send you a video reading based on that. I just dropped the link in the chat there, and it's T for Tunes. So.
And I put the satoproject.org. I put that in there as well. So yeah, and you guys always do your research on them, but like I said, I've checked out at least 3 locations, 3 sites about Sato Project. Everything checks out; it looks pretty good. And I've watched their posts. I like their language. I feel like they're doing a good job. So I'm excited about that. I like the energy of it. So
Brian said if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Yes. First off, Dodgeball is a great movie. Okay, moving on.
I've never seen that movie. I think we talked about this before.
You have got to watch it.
Nope.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Nope. I hear it is. So, well, V, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging with you. Everybody else, it has been a blast. Thank you for allowing us to read for you tonight.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Even people that could not have stayed the whole time.
Yes.
We appreciate all of you.
For those of you who popped in and popped out, we appreciate you being there. So I say, may the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me see and recognize the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste.
And I say, namaste. Good night, guys.
Good night. Bye, you guys. See ya.